I'm like, Nation. Let's get it, man. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building, man. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show, or the Wasted to Graphk Show, however you want to slice it. I got my big bro in the building, man. Wasted Talent, what's good, bro?
Hey, man, look, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good, but I feel even better if Kansas City gets slammed on their backs like the jabronis that they are.
Well, 3 minutes left, 3rd and 22. Philly has the ball at their own 42. It looks as though this is set up for Kansas City to get the ball. We know how this goes, Wasted. They're down.
Yeah.
They're down by 4. And to be real with you guys, can I be honest, right? We all hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Do you want to face the Chiefs after an L? Like, do you want to face them after taking a loss on Monday Night Football? You would rather have them face a Chiefs team that doesn't lose back-to-back games.
Anytime they lose, it is good for us. It is a net positive. I don't give a good goddamn, and I hope in the process of this win that somebody slams Darlene from Roseanne on his fucking nose and break.
4th and 22 right now. It looks as though Philly's about to punt here. The Chiefs got the ball with one more timeout, so we'll see where this goes. Salute to Primos, man. The two GOATs, Graphk and Wasted, with that content. Salute to my guy, man. A lot to talk about. I know we're doing kind of a later show, you guys. I'm still under the weather. Wasted has been working crazy hours, so he's whooped too. But you know what we said, man? We haven't done a show together in a minute outside of those few that we got a chance to do the other day on Wasted's channel. But we haven't done a Graphk and Wasted show in a minute, man. So like, you know what? Let's come together real quick, talk about this Miami game, and talk a little bit about this upcoming Kansas City game, man. How are you feeling coming off that L yesterday? I mean, to be honest with you, my energy was good today. I mean, I was hoping that, we would have won that game. I mean, definitely would have made my life a lot easier today, but it just felt a little different, right?
Yeah, it did. Because like I said before the game happened, it really, yes, the desired result is always to get a win, right? Yeah. But the main thing that I wanted to see was a marketable improvement, right? Like when we played the Buffalo Bills early this season, and I know that seems like almost another season ago, we looked like we didn't belong in the same league as them. And in this Miami game, this game was something to where you could see the Raiders go toe-to-toe with one of the heavy hitters in the National Football League. And it is very, very hopeful for me to see that this defense is actually for real.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you can do that against the number one offense and just one of the most innovative offenses in NFL history, that defense is solidified, y'all. Like we truly have a defense, like real talk. And it feels really good, man, that they can do that. But they did what they did yesterday, what they did to the Giants and the Jets, because everyone was still questioning, like, is this for real? Because we've seen the meltdown in Chicago offensively and defensively. And then, Josh McDaniels, these guys are gone. And next thing you know, everybody wakes up. But the O still needs to get, figure it out. I'm going to be honest. Yesterday, the biggest question mark, because, they had us thinking that he was going to play all week long was Colton Miller. Yeah. I think if Colton Miller plays yesterday, Wasted, we win that football game.
It's a totally different game, man. It's a totally different game, because if you saw what was happening, it was mostly Jermaine Illuminor looking like a rudderless duck on his back most of the game from Bradley Chubb kind of wrecking the game for us.
Yeah.
from a quarterback perspective. He rushed, hurried Aiden O'Connell a lot.
Mumford got beat up as well. He gave up 2 sacks. He gave up some pressures on the right side. It wasn't a great performance by our O-line as a whole, just in general. You know what I mean? But it just looks completely different with Colton Miller. And Parham, he always looks that much better when he has Colton Miller, his star left tackle, next to him, in which he should. But I just, and we're going to talk about Aiden O'Connell here in a minute, you guys, because there's so many weird, just weird, messages being sent to the young rookie on Twitter, on Instagram, just all over the place. I mean, I've seen some insane shit. We all know that Aiden didn't have a great game. You know what I mean? 1 tutty, which was beautiful to Devontae, 3 picks. A few of them I know he wished he could have had back. That last one, he was trying, I watched his presser. He was trying to make something out of nothing, even though we still had some time left on the clock, but rookie mistake, right? And not even just that, you threw it to Jalen Ramsey, one of the best corners of this generation. I think, but he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes like this. Well, we're not here acting as though Aiden O'Connell is the second coming of Tom Brady, and he's the next thing. He's just the best thing that we have right now. And we have to operate with what we have to operate with. You know what I'm saying? And we got to stop doing this whole shit about he's trash and blah, blah. Let me see what anyone would look like in their 4th game as a rookie quarterback, man. You know what I mean? Especially after all the turmoil and bullshit that we've had to deal with and overcome this season. Y'all don't realize the Chargers game, that was some bullshit the way they threw him in there and then threw him under the bus. And then, then you start Hoyer over him. So it makes him look like, oh, okay, so they value him. Yeah, so his confidence is already shook at that point. This kid he's had to deal with a lot of bullshit this season, bro. So for him to go out there and play the Giants the way he did, the Jets the way he did, and go out there and stink it up yesterday, this is what happens. Growing pains, bro.
The ebbs and flows. Listen, even guys that are picked at the top of the draft and that were the chosen ones in college and all of that, they go through it. Yeah. I think there's a bit of in Nation, pull up a seat to Grandpa Wasted, so I can have a little conversation with you, Raider. Raider Nation, listen. We need to really hone in our football IQ and opinion of how and what we expect coming out of a football team. Now, listen, you have CJ Stroud, and that is the measure.
Who threw 3 picks yesterday? But go ahead.
Yeah. Driving my point home.
Yeah.
But the thing about CJ Stroud is a top pick. The pedigree is a little different. For you to expect that from a 4th round pick, and I'm not trying to minimize Aiden O'Connell. He is exceptional, for him to play and his maturity level. There are things and attributes about Aiden O'Connell that are great. But for you to expect greatness from a 4th round pick is a bit ambitious, so to speak. So let's just ride the wave. And what we need to focus more so than Aiden O'Connell, let's hope he matures. But he's guaranteed nothing going forward. We don't know whether he's the future of this team.
No,
we don't know that. And for you to expect him to come in and play at a level that's subsistent to a guy that we had previous who really used to make these same mistakes.
Yeah,
a decade in.
Yeah.
So we need to fucking relax here, man.
Yeah.
What we need to hone in on is the fact that this was the 5th game this season that the Silver and Blacks defense held an opponent to 21 points or less.
Yeah.
And after having 13 turnovers all last season, bro, we've totaled that number in 11 games. We have a defense that is for real.
Yeah.
Hone in on that. We are a defensive running football team.
Yep.
Just fucking, to be honest with you, just accept it and realize what kind of team we are.
Yeah.
You can't expect for us to be, because we had Josh McDaniels here and we have Devontae Adams, you can't expect us to be a team that's going to light it up with a guy who didn't get any first team reps in training camp.
But not
doesn't make any sense.
But not even just that, Wasted. You're expecting a rookie to go out there and beat a Miami defense that has a great defensive coordinator in Vic Fangio. They're below the middle of the pack defense. I think they have like around, what is it, somewhere somewhere 9th to 12th defense ranked. I could have swore. Hammer said 6, but I don't believe it. I think it was somewhere between 9 and 12. I could be wrong, but this the thing. If you can't establish the run, Aiden O'Connell can't go out there and beat Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, Bradley Chubb, you know what I mean, David Long, and all these guys by himself. You can't go out and be
especially, I don't mean to cut you off, especially when the team is not built around him. When you draft Kyler Murray, number 1, they go into the entire offseason trying to figure out how can we make Kyler
Let's go get Hollywood. You know why? Because that's a Kyler Murray guy, right? Like exactly what you're saying. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, but within that, you guys got to understand, when we talk about the quarterback position for this particular iteration of the Raiders, they had no idea what they were going to do at quarterback. They thought Tom Brady was coming back. Mm-hmm. They thought they were going to get Aaron Rodgers. They thought they were going to move up to get C.J. Stroud. And then they said, holy shit, we don't have a quarterback. Hey, Jimmy, you available?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That is what happened, and it's showing.
But not even that. You got a play call that's never play called. It's never called a play. Like in Bo Hardiger, that's just trying to figure it out right now on the fly. You know what I mean? He came in as a quarterback coach, man. This guy wasn't supposed to be here, you know, calling the plays, and it kind of showed yesterday. You know, there was some things that showed that we have a first-year head coach, a first-year play caller. You know, outside of the defense, you know, they looked phenomenal. But it showed yesterday. At some point, it was going to rear his head that there's still guys here trying to figure this shit out. And it is, and you played against one of the most stout teams in the NFL, and it came out. And you still only lost by 7 points.
Bro, I'm gonna let you slide on saying rearing his head. But it's cool.
Wait. Cool. Rearing it? You can't. You know what, man? Fuck you. Shout out to Black Sunday, man. I'm nervous about AOC versus the Chiefs D-line. They're getting after Hurts, who scrambles and runs. Well, put like this, Black Sunday. I think Colton Miller will be back, right? And I know Philadelphia's offensive line is phenomenal, so that doesn't really try to help drive my point home. But I think we're going to be okay. That Kansas City defense is for real, though. It is for real. But, you know, he's gotten past the Giants defense, which is not great. And you look at their overall product and you're like, they're a terrible team, but they got some nice pieces over there.
The Jets, nice defense didn't look so terrible yesterday.
No, not at all.
They opened up a fresh can on the Washington Commandos.
Phenomenal Jets defense and another sneaky defense with the Miami Dolphins. I think we'll be cool. Salute to Black Sunday. Salute to John. Yes, brother, you literally sent it to me. I seen it right before I got an opportunity to go live. I was literally watching WWE, waiting for Randy Orton to come out, and it didn't happen. But they just announced it. So that's why I was running a little late. But I'll make sure to go over those notes that you sent me. I'll do a coffee and convo tomorrow, brother, and we'll definitely talk about it. Salute to you for everything you always do for all of us, bro. Appreciate you on the support. And shout out to you for the default picture, too, with the coffee and convo mug. Salute to my dog, bro. Salute to Brandon Jasper as well. The D look great. It's not on AOC. You got to learn to crawl before you walk. And then running AOC, giving them some time. Raiders, let's get an OC. And I agree. Oh, KC lost. There you go. Kansas City just lost. So there you have it.
Woo!
There you have it. There you have it.
Hey, listen, a bird in the hand is worth more than one in the bush. Let's send them on a losing streak for the first time. Listen, just because it hasn't happened a lot doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I can only deal with what does happen. Yeah. I'm glad those jabronis lost. F them.
Yeah, salute to the chat, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. So every team in our division lost this week, except for Denver. And they moved up in the rankings. They're a half game on us now. They won 4 games in a row. That's how the NFL goes, you guys. Like, this is why you can never really count out shit. Our last playoff year in 2021, we were all but out of it. Went on a nice little run, snuck in. Look at Denver. Just a few weeks ago, they were talking about getting rid of everybody, moving on from everybody. They lost by 70-20. Got absolutely destroyed by the Miami Dolphins. They go off and win 4 games. They're in second place in our division. This is why you can never truly really give up unless you're 1-8, 1-9 like the Carolina Panthers. Then you know you can pretty much just wrap this shit up. But the NFL,
it's not for long, brother.
Hey, man.
That's exactly what it is. You might not be playing for long. You might not be on top for long. You might not be in the basement for long. It all depends on the ebbs and flows of the season. Yeah. You know, getting back to something. I want to get back to Bo Hardiger and some of the glaring issues that we have. And the thing that I see with Bo Hardiger, he is a very, very innovative play caller. I like him. The thing that he needs to work on is his short yardage offense. You know, the Raiders were 4 and 14 on third down tries and failed on 2 fourth quarter attempts that came, bro. And they had plenty of chances before the final frame, man. They had plenty of chances, man. And additionally, man, Josh Jacobs, man, suffered a loss on a 3rd and 1, man.
Yeah.
After an interception where we could have really, really made some headway and really won this game. And I think the thing that hurts the most about this game and why, listen, man, we talk about the root word, the word fan. Fan is the root word of fanatic. Yes. So you have fanatical behavior on both sides of the spectrum, right? Mm-hmm. That was a win, bro, that, man, that was a win that we can actually see happen. It wasn't a pipe dream. It wasn't a fever dream. That was a win that we had at our grasp with a really good football team. See, I'm used to losing games and blowing games against teams that we should have beat.
Yeah.
This has been the first time in a long time we blew a game against a team that no one gave us a chance to beat. And that's why it hurts so much, Nation. I'm going to pull you guys back up to to what old man wasted. Gather around the fire, right? Just understand something. It's going to get greater later, fans. Yeah. It's going to get greater later, man. You can't have it all at once. Like we won it all at once. We got 2 wins in a row. We just wanted that momentum to keep going. You can't have it all at once. And it's okay, guys. It's okay. But the one thing that I noticed, that Graphk has noticed, that we've all noticed, that something is happening in that building that's a whole lot better than what's been going on for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. And I got to say this, man. I was really upset yesterday that, they didn't take an opportunity to kick those 2 field goals, to put us in place to win that football game at the end of the, Aiden doesn't have to throw a pick there. You at the end of the day, you put Carlson out there, you're flying home to Vegas with another win. Trial and error, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know that Antonio Pierce is out there instilling all this confidence into his team. And he's saying, no, you guys go for it. I just hope, Wasted, that this doesn't turn into a Brandon Staley type situation. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pick your spots. Yesterday, you're on the road. You don't play it like that on the road, man. Like, go get the points. Go get the points. If you're at home, I get it. All the energy behind you. Hey, fuck it. Go for 7 instead. I'm cool with that. But on the road, you have to take any point you can get. And I felt like Antonio Pierce was kind of trying to make a statement game, trying to put his, trying to make him like, motherfucker, I'm here. And it failed. And you're going to learn from that. Like I said, first time head coach. But on the road, I feel like in traditionally, historically, you have to take the points, because then you look back and you say, damn, man, it came down to us being on the 30-yard line and having an opportunity to win this football game. And we have one of the greatest kickers in the NFL. He could have went out there and won that football game for us. You know what I'm saying? And I understand now. I was pissed that they didn't go for 7. They let the clock run down at the half. Now when Antonio Pierce said, look, we didn't want to put that offense back on the field. We wanted to get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? Woo. Okay, cool. You played it safe right there. But it's 2 different extremes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you played it safe there, but then you definitely didn't play it safe in other situations where you could have just took some points and got us closer to our goal, which is a victory. So, but like I said, trial and error. You're going to live in, you're going to learn. But look, Antonio Pierce, you were a phenomenal athlete. I'm hoping that you end up being a phenomenal head coach. Just I hope and pray this does not turn into a Brandon Staley situation.
It'll never, because, bro, listen, man, Brandon Staley.
That's funny as fuck, Robert. Adam's revenge game Sunday, cameraman.
Yeah, that too. But the thing is that, with Antonio Pierce, you gotta understand something, bro. Being that he was a player that played at a high level, he knows what it looks like.
Yeah.
So, look, man, there's a very fine line between taking risk that pay off and you looking like you're a rudderless head coach. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to find that safe balance, but that's what happens. The trial and error effect, the trial and error, man. He's a new head coach who really hasn't coached on this level. There are going to be some growing pains, right? Mm-hmm. We have to really, 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 kind of dial back what we expect. We're expecting Antonio Pierce to do everything that works. We expect him to come in and be Jimmy Johnson. We expect him to come in and be Bill Parcells. We expect him to come in and be Bill Walsh. That is not realistic as of this point. This man hasn't had an offseason. No. This man really hasn't been with this team as the head coach longer than a month. Shit's going to happen. Go ahead, man.
But wait, and I agree with you. I'm just saying, as a former player, right? You know this. That's the type of shit you do if you know you can't trust your defense. We can trust our defense now. You know what I mean? So it's like, just take the points. Take the points. Take the points. Well, I mean, you can look at it both ways.
Because so say for instance, conversely, he did that and they give up a touchdown. It's gutless football. Like, bro, we can sit up here and Monday morning quarterback everything. Now I know hindsight is always 2020. Hindsight is always 2020. Yeah. Look, man, we talk about we want the old Raider way back. Well, this is the old Raider way, right? Ride the lightning.
Yeah.
This is what we've always done. So you can't have it both ways. Do you want the old Raider way back, or do you want us to be conservative and gutless like we've been all season?
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes you have to have a little. You have to pick your poison. Sometimes you got to lean towards both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we kind of didn't pick. We kind of didn't pick our spot yesterday. It was like too casual, just way too just. What are we doing, bro? Are we playing to lose this game? And then it's, okay, now we're playing to win. Like, I know in the first half you're gonna look at this team and say, okay, now we know what they're doing. Let's make this is what happens. Let's make the adjustments at the half and let's come out swinging. But it was confusing to me, man. And mind you, these players are playing for these coaches. I personally love Antonio Pierce's energy. I think that the best coaches in the world are the leaders of men. You don't even have to know the best of X's and O's. You don't have to know just a leader of men, and that's who he is. He's a mixture of both. But yesterday, it just kind of showed me a little bit. It's like, damn, bro. Like I'm just hoping he learns from that, because you could escape with a victory. You could escape with a victory.
See, and this is where having veteran coaches on the roster that may be a little smarter than you, former head coaches. Yeah. Some quality control guys. I think we're going to be okay. They just need to refine the staff.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Everything happened so fast, and we got everything. We got everything so fast. This is the reason why I keep saying, man, we have to allow this whole iteration of the Raiders to play out.
Yeah, no, I agree, because it's a tale of two seasons. It's a tale of two. It's like literally, it's like. We already had 5 L's. This coaching staff is already playing behind the curve. Like Josh McDaniels did nothing to help you guys moving forward, except for, certain individual they drafted and, Devontae Adams definitely. But I'm just saying this season, the play on the field, the record, they left you nothing. They left you nothing. Now you're doing it on the fly. I'm not mad at this loss at all. Like, to be honest with you, like, I accepted it. It hurts because I know we could have won.
But see, Graphk, this is the thing. This is the thing that you're missing. Context is key, right? The Raiders and Antonio Pierce. This is the thing I'm going to give him credit for, and this is the reason why I give him credit even in the mistakes he made. The Raiders fought hard, man, and they gave themselves a chance to beat a superior opponent on the road, man. Mm-hmm. It's a tough loss, but Pierce deserves a hell of a lot of credit for having his guys ready, man. And if they play with that level of effort. Definitely. And they play with that level of commitment and keep the same commitment throughout the season and maybe into the next season, we will win a hell of a lot more games than we lose.
Yes.
And that's the thing that's been missing. It has been the effort. The people say coaching doesn't matter, and it does. You look at DeMeco Ryans down there in Houston. Look, the shit, even in the NBA. Look at the Houston Rockets. Look at the Sacramento Kings.
We just got beat by 30 right now. I was just talking hella shit, but back-to-back nights, it happens. But go ahead.
But it doesn't matter. They are a terrifically coached team.
Yes, definitely.
They're a terrifically coached team. Now, see, this is the thing, man. The Raiders need to calibrate if they're gonna win. They can't stand and hold serve with who they have currently in a roster. There are 2 glaring weaknesses on this team that need to be addressed. And let me tell you something. Graphk and Wasted are going to tell you. And we're going to tell you right now that they need to make a move and scour the free agent wire, because they need another running back. And is it Sincere McCormick? Maybe. Is it Zamir White? Definitely not. No. But either which way, they need to go out there and go sign a veteran running back. Because I'm telling you right now, the Josh Jacobs game yesterday, and we understand something. We understand that the line was bad and all this and that. But sometimes You need a change of pace. You need a fresh back. You need another look to try to get something going.
Yeah.
This whole, we got to live and die with Josh Jacobs, but some games you got to give him a rest.
Yeah.
You got to pull somebody else in there that's effective, that can actually get a yard or two. We have a guy as Zamir White that doesn't do anything.
No.
Hasn't shown he can. And everyone's like, oh, he hasn't played enough. For what I've seen and the opportunities he's had, he should have done more with those opportunities.
And he said, yesterday he said, Antonio Pierce said this the last 3 weeks. We are now officially a run-first team. We're a run-first team. We ran the football 16 times yesterday, and 2 of those were a receiver and a quarterback. Like, this isn't going to work. If you're a run-first team, you have to have that 1-2 punch, like the Cleveland Browns had with Hunt and Chubb. Right, like
that was an elite 1-2 punch.
Yes, but you have to figure out. I mean, and that may be asking for a lot, but I'm just saying you have to have that 1-2 punch. If you're going to identify as a run first team, you have to figure out a way to identify running back 2, so he could take over when Josh is not running well. At the end of the day, man, Josh had a terrible football game yesterday. 14 carries for 39 yards. He only averaged 2.8 a clip, a long of 9. Like, that's not going to get it done. You know what I mean? And we only lost by 7 points. Now think about this. If you had another real running back 2 that said, you know what, Josh is not getting it done right now. Let's put him out there. Let's change the pace up a little bit. You know what I mean? Look, not one running back wasted, not one. Amir Abdullah, not 1 rep. Zeus, not 1 rep. Even old man Brandon Bolden, not 1 rep. Like, if we're going to be a run first team, you can't have your running back run 14 times for 39 yards and not find some type of thunder to his lightning. It's just not going to make any sense. Let me get these supers in real quick before you finish that thought, brother. Salute the Black Sunday. Chiefs looking like they can be had. Let's give them 2 L's in a row. Raiders, salute to my dog. I appreciate you, brother. For real, Black Sunday, for always supporting us. Also, man, we got a new member here. Salute to Raider Manny, our dog. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Also, if you're on Wastes channel, hit that join button. It definitely helps what we do over here at Shieldmore. Shout out to LQ. Chiefs lost. I'm sure they want blood. Our D wants blood too. Let's go. It's war. I like that.
Look, you never want blood in your D.
Yeah. You might be on your way to DEAD at that point. Yeah. Salute the Lumpy. We have so many. Damn, Lumpy. Just the word Lumpy had to come after the B in your D. We have so many pieces of the puzzle together. A few more pieces, and we have it put together. I just hope Mark Davis understands that and doesn't blow the puzzle up and start again. I don't think he does. I don't think he does at all, Lump. I think he knows.
Oh my God. Listen, man. I don't want to hear this whole rebuild thing. Every team that doesn't win the Super Bowl is essentially rebuilding in some way.
Hold on. Most playoff teams or Super Bowl winners are rebuilding their roster as well in the offseason. It's called the draft. Like, everybody rebuilds in the offseason. So, but he knows we have something special here. Lumpy, he knows that, and he's not going to fuck that up unless there's a clear cut, just head coach that's going to come in and shape shift shit over one offseason. There's no clear cut upgrade right now. And Antonio Pierce is leading these guys. They want him. That's what's going to happen. And Robert, this is what I can't stand with you, brother. You know we love you, right? You're always the nasty one. These past 2 weeks, you've been in my chat or in my comments, right? Saying, oh man, different team, baby. We on our way. We're sneaking into the playoffs. Now I love the way you guys think we're going to the playoffs. Bro, Robert, you got look, bro. I understand sometimes you see different things week in and week out. You call it how you see it, but bro, you can't be that drastic in your thought process, bro. 1 minute, pick one. Are we going or are we not going? Just say we're not.
Hold on, brother. Robert Davia, the wet blanket of Raider Nation. Let me tell you something. You were in my chat. You're on the comments. You're up here talking slick, talking greasy. And I'm going to tell you something, Robert Davia. We're not saying they're going to the playoffs. What we're saying is there's a chance you're being bipolar. You are about to get unceremoniously blocked. Robert Davia.
Salute to Max, man. Don't sweat it, boys. AP is going to learn from this. It's not like you know who is going to sweep it under the rug and stubborn. Just be in KC's face on Sunday. Agreed, Max. Salute to my dog. But this is the thing. We have to point out the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? You know what I mean? If he has a bad game, you know, call him on it. And to be honest with you, we have a coach now that loves that shit. He wants you to call him on his shit. He wants you to say, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucked up. You know, but you know, there was a few things that he said that really gave me hope, man. Like what a Meek. Yeah, he cleared protocol. He wasn't ready. I'm protecting a player before I just throw him out there. I'm a player myself. I know how this goes. That's big. And we could have used the Meek yesterday. We could have used that kind of playmaker in the secondary.
Let me tell you something. Marcus Peters has transitioned to safety before he's actually playing safety.
Yes.
Fucking guy was playing 20 yards.
But that says Antonio Pierce is valuing his players over trying to win a job. Most people do anything it takes for them and their selfish reasons to win this job, right? Like beating Miami yesterday essentially gives Antonio Pierce the job. It's like, dog, the first 3 wins and you go beat the number 1 offense. Like, here, just take this shit. The keys is yours. But guess what? He chose to not play one of his best playmakers because he wasn't ready to go. I love that shit, bro. Like, that's the kind of coach I want. Someone that values these players' health and the player over just, I don't give a shit if you know what I mean? Like, if we're going to be a little short-handed. It is what it is. I love that. Salute to Lee Zadell. Find the best OC to match our elite defense. Now, that I agree with. And we're going to talk about a bunch of upgrades closer to the offseason. For now, it's Bo Hardegree's job to lose. I'm still giving him a little extra leash because he's still trying to figure this thing out on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's the only thing he changed this offseason, no matter what happens. Because unless he's very innovative, he's a guy I want to keep on his staff, but you need perspective. You need people who are freaking there's who are seasoned. I would like to see a more seasoned play caller.
Robert, we love you too, bro. We just got to call you.
No, it's all good.
But we got to call you on your shit. So
styling and profiling, Rob.
Raider Nation confuses me sometimes. We don't want egomaniacs. We don't want tenured guys who can't connect to the roster. But, let's go ahead and drop AP and hire Harbaugh. Like, yeah, but you know how this goes, Joe. We're living in a microwavable society now, bro. Like, I remember when we were younger, we gave coaches as much time as they needed to figure it out. Like, we gave them all the time in the world to figure this shit out. Like,
Al Davis never did.
I'm talking about it. Look, our owner did not. But I'm just saying as a whole, the NFL. Like, yeah. But their leashes was a lot longer back in the day. You know what I mean? Guys got an opportunity. These days, these motherfuckers sign a 4-year deal. They're gone in 4 games. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just happy that, look, this is one loss. And to be honest with you guys, a game that we were supposed to lose. We went on the road on the East Coast early morning game and found a way to make it a game. Like I can't be upset about that, man. And I want to ask you, though, Waster, real quick before I take these other supers. What was that second part that you're going to do? Running back 2, and what else?
We need to go out there and we need to scout a waiver wire. We need to bring somebody in on the defensive line, defensive tackle. You know, there are a couple of guys out there, and you know, I had a video about this, shameless plug, about 5 players the Raiders might want to look into.
Where was that video at?
The video's on Raider Nation Unlimited.
Where at?
It's in my shorts feed. 5 Raider Nation Unlimited featuring wasted talent on my.
Where's it at? On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Okay, just asking. Just wanted to, you know.
Thank you.
I wanted to do one of them. Where do you live? Next door to my neighbors. Where does your neighbors live? Next door to me.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
But
you know what I
mean? Thank you for warming it up there, Graphk.
Let's go. Pause. Yes, look, got you.
Look, Akeem Hicks, guy. I don't know how healthy Akeem Hicks is. Has ties to Champ Kelly. Can be had for not much. He can be that 3 technique if you need him, because a lot of times Patrick Graham runs a lot of he runs a lot of like Tampa 2 kind of a concept. He runs a lot of that kind of stuff. You need that kind of 3 technique who can line up on the outside shoulder of the guard and can flare out the defensive end. We thought we were getting that with Chandler. We thought we were getting that. We're not getting that. We need that, bro. Because when you have that big physical /defensive tackle to go along with 2 speed rushers, my God, that will break everything open. That will make this defense. I think if you can get half of what Akeem Hicks was, that'll take this defense from where we are up a notch very, very easily.
Salute to Jose. Look, I would definitely take a look, at least take a look at Ronald Jones. Why not? You know what I mean? 5'11", 207, big body running back. He hasn't really panned out in the NFL. I think he's like 25, 26 years old. J.D. McKissick, that's a guy that we kind of look at like Amir Abdullah. You know what I mean? Like that, more of a passing threat. I mean, he can get it done. He's kind of a dual guy, to be honest. Mark Ingram is having hella fun doing commentary in college. I think he's done with the NFL.
Yeah, Big Trust ain't got no more snaps left in him. Running backs are a very weird bunch, man. They go to a point where they're excellent, and then when they don't have any more snaps left, they don't. Now, this is the person that I would probably go out there and get, and I know you might not like this, but there's a player named Playoff Lenny Fournette who was practice squad for the Bills.
Okay. I thought he was on the active roster.
I know he was on the practice squad previously, and you can go and you can't protect him anymore. So if they're bringing him up and down the practice squad, go get him. There's also another running back that, you guys might laugh at. You might laugh at me. But God damn it, Giovanni Bernard.
Oh, why would we laugh about that?
I don't know if Giovanni Bernard has anything left, but from what he was and him being the kind of running back that was kind of in a running back by committee. See, I'm looking at guys that are used to being effective by not having, like Josh Jacobs, we all know is a pitch count runner. He needs the ball a certain amount of times, right? I need running backs that at a drop of a hat can come in and produce.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now, Leonard Williams is on the practice squad. The thing is this, though, and they do not trust like James Cook, like at all, like near the red zone in goal line situations. Like for some reason, bro, like they don't utilize him there, and then they try to give the reps to Latavius Murray, the OG, and he has not gotten it done. So I'm expecting Leonard Fournette, to be honest with you, to be active, especially coming off that big win they got yesterday. He'll probably be active this week. But
go and steal him now. Go steal him right now.
Yeah, bro, you have a young, fresh a pair of legs in Sincere McCormick on the practice squad, bro. Like, I just don't understand why you don't elevate him just get him going. Like, get him going.
Because, bro, to be real with you, Sincere McCormick is not the kind of runner, right, that I'm going to hedge my season on if I'm a run first team. Like, he's young.
But you're not hedging your season. You're saying be our running back too. Come in and have 5 carries a game.
I think running back 2 is as vital of a position as running back 1 at this point because Josh Jacobs has not been able to find any consistency. And I want a person in this roster that has started before in this league like Leonard Fournette. You know what I mean? A guy like Giovanni Bernard, who was kind of the number one back. That's the kind of running back I want. Maybe a Kenyon Drake if he's available. I don't think he's still available. But guys like that. That's more so what I'm looking at. James Robinson.
Yeah.
Guys like that. And I know that James Robinson's not available, but man, this is what I'm talking about. Sincere McCormick is a great idea, but that's an idea that we should have farmed out earlier in the season. At this point in the season, I want somebody that I know has been effective in the National Football League. But
not okay, but I agree with you. All I'm saying is if there's a guy sitting there where you don't even have to go spend any money, you can just literally elevate him and see what you got. Why not at this point do it? If you're only going to run Josh Jacobs 14 times because he struggled to run football against the Miami Dolphins. Salute to GA. I agree with you, brother. And I love that these two supers are back-to-back. Hire a real offensive coordinator for AP. Get a man the keys and let him drive. This man knows how to lead men and how to delegate authority. GA, because I'm going to follow that with Jose. You know what I'm saying? Because Zach Robinson is an interesting name. He's a guy that he's a coach, pass game coordinator for the Rams, and, a quarterback's coach. So he kind of is like the Bo Hardegree of the Rams, right? But he's going to get elevated and get an offensive coordinator job this offseason. Coming from that tree, bro, like they know offense, and he's going to get at least an offensive coordinator position. I'm all for that, Jose. That would be a phenomenal.
I am too. You talk about Bo Hardegree. He comes from a greater pedigree.
Yeah.
You like that, don't you? You like it. It's a bar. Listen, we need people who have a certain pedigree around this league. That the coaching trees around the National Football League have always reigned true, right? You can go back to Paul Brown, and you can go all the way down. And when you go from the Paul Brown family tree, just a little old man knowledge here. You get to Bill Walsh, and then you get to Bill Walsh, and you get to the Shanahans and the Holmgrens of the world. And then you get to Andy Reid. You can draw a line back to the infant stages of offensive football all the way now down to where we are in the National Football League. So I want my offensive coordinators to come from a fruitful tree of offense.
Yeah, no, I agree. Ty says featured star backs don't have running back twos. I mean,
that's not true.
It's not at all. You can go across the league and see that these guys got guys that can come in and take over when they're tired and they need a few reps off. That's false, especially when you're struggling like that against their Miami defense. You can't run the football.
And this ain't 1990.
No.
Look, the only running back that I knew who didn't have a real number 2 was Barry Sanders.
I mean, yeah.
But he's the greatest running back of all time.
Of all time.
I mean, fucking Marcus Allen had backups.
Yes.
I mean, hell, Emmitt Smith had a decent backup. Thurman Thomas had was it Kenneth Smith or whatever the fuck that guy's name? Yo, Thurman Thomas. Let's just keep going. Adrian Peterson.
All of them, bro.
All of them. What the F are you talking about?
Yeah, all of them.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You done got me fired up, damn it. It's late, and an old man wasted needs his fucking bed. So you stop with all of the nonsense. I'm sorry.
Let's do this real quick, man. But the game is over. We'll talk a little bit about the Chiefs upcoming because we got a whole week to do it. But let's give out some game balls, all right? And we'll give out some awards. The awards, you know what I mean? Like you got to get your shit together, okay? We can start with the get your shit together awards. The O-line. The O-line did this offense they did them a disservice yesterday. Aiden was sacked twice. He was hurried. He was running around all damn game long. Bradley Chubb looked like an all-pro. They struggled, and they did not help Josh Jacobs at all in the run game. So I have to give them the offensive line.
I got my Jacorian Bennett. He's a rookie, but that hold that wiped out a sack from Kuntz. And that 3rd and 11 play, man.
Yes.
The Dolphins scored a touchdown on that drive to take a 7.
But guess what happened the following play, Wasted? Look, you know what? Let's just do this. The rookies as a whole. Because guess what happened yesterday? That next play, Tyree Wilson, 15 yards, face mask. The following play.
Look, you don't get me started on Tyree Jabroni Wilson.
Bro, he played the least snaps he's ever played all season long. He played like 21% of the snaps or some shit like that. I forgot. It was some low number. They're getting away from Tyree because Malcolm Kuntz is heating up.
Yes. And we said this before they drafted this guy. This dude is been an abject failure. So now you can put another building block on the Raiders' house of failed first-round draft picks. And this is what I did not want. I wanted us to either get Christian Gonzalez or I don't even want to mention his name. He who shall not be named, who's wrecking games in real time. You know what I'm saying? So even if you didn't get him, Christian Gonzalez, why the fuck not? And now we're running around here with Jacorian Bennett getting smoked every effing week. Tired of it.
Some, you know what? We'll do this. Offensive line struggled. Marcus Peters struggled. Peters looked bad. He looked bad. You give Jacorian, I'm giving Marcus Peters one. He just looked like he didn't want to be there yesterday. He just looked like he was going to be outplayed by those wide receivers that Miami has. He didn't look like he was interested at all in that game yesterday. Outside of that, you got to give Aiden O'Connell I mean, he had 271 yards. He did have a tutty. He had 3 picks, though, was sacked twice, a QBR 18.2, 24 for 41. I mean, it wasn't great, but just because he's a rookie, we can't just say, oh, you know what, give him more. Look, give him more time to develop, but he had a bad game. So Aiden, the offensive line, Josh Jacobs, and Marcus Peters are the guys that I'm going to look at and say, I think we can kind of agree. Go ahead, brother.
We can agree. I didn't mean to hone in on the jewels that you were dropping. But Aiden O'Connell, man, is a guy that I got to push back on you a little bit, bro. Okay. Aiden O'Connell didn't mind those extra defenders in his area. He played poised. The thing with Aiden O'Connell is the fact that, bro, he just does not have the snaps. More snaps, brother.
No,
More
I know,
snaps.
but we're going off of what we see out there yesterday. Okay, you got to just say, hey, didn't have a good game. 3
Yeah,
picks.
he had 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
there
saying?
you go. 3 picks alone, bro. Like CJ Stroud had 3 picks and won the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he found a way to get it done. Like, and I know first round pick, I get it. I'm just saying he had a bad game. But there's some guys that had good games, really good games. Palamau, a guy yesterday, that is one of my stars of the game yesterday. Palamau went out there with Marcus Epps being pushed out the game with, I believe, a neck injury. It was something along there. Bro, Palamau came in and looked phenomenal for us.
And was in that 4th and 1 stop in the red zone, too. He came up. A comet, goddammit. I loved it.
More of him. More Palamau. The measurables you can't teach. 6'4", big, lengthy guy. A guy that can jump into the box if need be. That's what I want to see. I want to see more Palamau out there. Malcolm Kuntz had a phenomenal game, wasted. A phenomenal game. He looked really good out there. He's starting to finally get it together. He still struggles against the run. You know what I mean? And he's been like that since Buffalo, but he's starting to get a little better. But they have to kind of get him off the field, when it's time to clear rundowns, because he just can't play the run like that.
Hey,
but
Kunster, listen, go over to Germany, little blood spinning, little GH. You'll be right up there with Khalil Mack, baby.
2 other guys I want to give game balls to. Devontae Adams, clear. He had, he went out there and did his thing. He had, 81 yards, I believe. I think 82 yards on 7 receptions, and he had a tutty along a 46, targeted 13 times. But another guy that I want to give a game ball to is Hunter Renfrow. We had a Hunter Renfrow sighting, and that 31-yarder gave us all the momentum. He extended that play with that leap. Like, that's who we fell in love with right there. That's the Hunter Renfrow that Raider Nation fell in love with.
That was the most exhilarating and scary run that I've ever seen. Every time Hunter Renfrow gives me such nervous energy when he does shit like that. I'm just like thinking like, oh no, please don't hit him. No, oh God, get out. Like, bro, it was crazy, bro. It was unbelievable. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And there's a few other guys. I mean, Max is always going to get a game ball. That's just clear. Max is Max. Like, he had another sack yesterday. I think they put him at like 10.5 this year. And then I think he had 6 tackles. He had 3 solo. A tackle for a loss, a pass defense, 2 QB hits. I mean, Max is just absolutely a superstar. I want to give Spillane another one as well. He almost had a pick that could have changed the trajectory of that game. But you know what, that cast, man, it's impossible to make every catch. But 13 total tackles, 6 solo, a tackle for a loss, a pass defense. Once again, he had a big game for us. And I like Luke Masterson out there also.
Luke Masterson played phenomenal. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. Linebackers matter.
Yes.
Linebackers matter, bro. And it goes to show you that linebackers matter. Robert Spillane's ascension up the mountaintop of linebackers in Raiderdom. I mean, he is playing at a Greg Beekert level.
Oh, he's at the top of the list with extensions this year. There's no way you can have that guy out there playing for $1.8 million next year. It just doesn't. It's not. No.
But bro, I'm talking about. Listen, I am bringing up old Raider lore, and you were poo-pooing it, Graphk Raider.
I heard Greg. I heard Beak.
That's right. That is right. Come on, man. Greg Beekert, we're talking about.
Here. Let's stop the show. We're talking about Greg High Stakes Beekert here.
You're damn right.
But Luke Masterson did look. He looked very good out there yesterday. The strip sack. You know what I mean? He played really well for us yesterday. And there's other guys, man. You know what I mean? Jacoby.
I'm gonna tell you the person throughout the whole Raider organization who deserves the biggest game ball. Patrick Graham.
Yep.
Let's give it up. I said he was the whack Picasso. Yeah. God damn it.
Oh no! We found out, wasted, that there was handcuffs on him while he was painting like this.
Right. He was up there. They were making him be like Jimmy Walker. He was up in there.
Yo, he said he went with the tongue. He said, "Yo, real quick, dog. Salute to Jose. If Malcolm Kuntz can continue to play better, I see him being a player like." I like that. I always butcher his last name, but the edge rusher that played for Miami, I believe, Greg. Yeah.
Gregory Root. He's on the Bills. Gregory
Yes.
Rousseau.
Yeah.
Rousseau or something like that. I think he's Haitian. I think
I like that,
Rousseau.
Jose. I like that. I was a big fan of him in college. Salute to JT. I will take Palomalu over Epps any day. Also, Chubb destroyed our run game and applied way too many pressures. Different game with Miller. It is, JT. I just said that, and it's funny because I literally put out a tweet. JT commented on my Instagram saying it would have been a different game with Colt Miller. I literally sent the tweet like damn near at the same time me and JT were literally like telepathically talking to each other and shit.
That's
salute to JT.
Telepathically talking to JT because he is a sick puppy. Shout out
to JT. He is. But you also know me personally. You know I'm a sick motherfucker too. Like,
come on, man. Look, bro. Look,
it works. It works.
Thank you.
Yeah, it works. Salute to GA, man. Moving Patrick Graham up into the box might be our best play of the season, man.
And that's what she said too, GA Patriot. Oh, we're holding late night holding right now. Thank you.
Salute to the chat, y'all. John B, to be real, I'm not mad that we didn't see Chris Smith because Merrick had a good game for us. Palomalu came in and had a game for us. I don't think this was really one of them games that you would really necessarily need to see Chris Smith in.
You don't want to see a young rook who hasn't done much. That goes to show you though the depth of our safety room is winning out now. That was one positional group that we thought was the deepest, and it is showing to be that. And I'm glad that is another thing that Wasted and Graphk been told you. Robert, you will be watching next week because you are a sick puppy, and we love you, Robert, the wet blanket of Raider Nation. Don't say
we're gonna beat the Chiefs, and Robert's gonna be like, "We're going to the Super Bowl."
That's right, Robert. You're just as sick as we are.
Yes.
Come on, Robert.
Yes.
Get off my lawn.
Salute to Primos, man. Do you think AP also got in with the defense? No, I think AP moved out the way. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's gonna pull his guys to the side and have some talks with him, and go over there, go over here, go over there. He's gonna help because think about it. Graham's up top. You know what I mean? Like Pierce is gonna have to do some type of adjusting on the defensive side of the ball. I think he trusts Graham enough to know that he can call that. You know what I mean? But I just think that AP is out there telling people where to go. Just like last week when he had all the linebackers to the side on the sideline and was like, "Where the fuck?" You was screaming, "You get over there, you get over there." He's still a major part of the defense, but Graham is calling the shots on the defensive side of the ball. Clear. I really think Aiden can be something. Zach, we hope so. I mean, look, we don't know. We just know that he gives us the best chance to win. In the past 3 weeks, he's won two out of three. You know what I mean? So he gives us the best opportunity to win. And moving forward, it's clear we're going to need 2 more quarterbacks next season. We're going to need a potential starter, and we're going to need somebody to battle Aiden for that second spot. You know what I mean? So it's clear we're going to get rid of Jimmy G post June. Try and get rid of that contract as much as possible, and then Hoyer's out of here. So if he's the best quarterback in our QB room, it's a problem. As a rookie, it's a problem. But right now we have to deal with what we got. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean Brian Hoyer, man, that's one of the worst signings in the history of the Raiders.
Yeah,
he was that guy. He looks like an elf on a shelf. Why is he on our sideline right now?
With prison stabbings on his face, like an elf on the shelf that's been through some shit, like an elf on the shelf in D block.
Damn, that's pretty harsh, man. I would like him to be a tortured elf on the shelf. An elf on the shelf who got kidnapped and left rack and had people put cigarettes out on him. It kind of seems that way to me. But yo, man, listen. Hug D says that Peters is our DBs. Oh my God, Graphk, what the hell's going on here? It's not the elf on the shelf.
It's Hoyer, bro.
It's Hoyer before he got his hair shaved and had a cigarette put out on his face.
And a boiling knife.
yeah, they call them fucking Raider Freddy Krueger.
Yo, salute to our brother Ridge back in the building too. We see you, King. He said Peters is our DB Achilles heel. This is facts. Who replaces him, and will they? I mean, to be real, I think Jack Jones is the replacement.
Yeah, Jack is actually a younger version of Marcus Peters. He's not as he doesn't have the same pause before I say this ball skills, but he is a physical guy, and I'm gonna love to see what they do with him in Kansas City this week. I think he's gonna get a lot more playing time this week.
Yeah, and we're not gonna be playing against the same wide receiver room this week, you guys. Yeah, we're playing against Patrick Mahomes, but that offense is not the same as it once was.
Yeah, well, we are playing against Travis Kelce, and he normally kills us. This is the year it stops. Now, Travis Kelce,
but it's a lot easier to deal with a Travis Kelce when you don't have a Tyreek Hill there and all these other weapons around him. They're dealing with the Sky Moores now, and you know what I mean, and the Rices out of SMU. Like, we're dealing with a different capacity of wide receiver at this point. Wasted like
that actually dropped the ball, right? And then you know, with Travis Kelce, man, maybe. And listen, I don't want to go full Mitchell Renz, but maybe Travis Kelce is going through something. Maybe Taylor Swift broke up with him.
He's talking about retirement right now, bro. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe you know, Taylor Swift was singing to him and broke his heart or something.
Hey, man, those 10 surgeries caught up to him, man. He ready to go. I think Saturday would be a perfect day to retire, bro.
Like, That's right. Slam him on his back the same way.
He needs to go take her to Vegas and elope. Go get married overnight, secure your billionaire bag, and just leave the game of football right before a kickoff, bro. There's no better place in the world than Vegas to just go elope. Go elope with her, bro. Secure the $1 billion bag and then leave football alone, bro.
That is right. Go take you an olive oil and go hold her purse. Get the F out of here, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, bro. You can live the whole Popeye and olive oil shit in real life. Like
Popeye.
And then Bluto, you know, Andy Reid, you know, he could be your best man and shit. It works out.
That's actually wimpy. That's not Bluto. You're disrespecting.
Yeah. You know,
he would gladly pay
you back on Tuesday.
Yeah. He needs a hamburger on Tuesday.
Bro, we owe this shit, bro. We owe this shit.
No, nobody knows what we're talking about.
No, not at all. But you know, but we do, so that's all that matters. You know what I mean? We here for, you know what? No, I can't say that, bro. The LVs and the Ridgebacks.
Dan Teaser, a general in a get off my lawn army. Dan Teaser, shout out to him. Shout out to Ridgeback. Definitely get off my lawn. Shit. LV Maximus.
Yep.
LV Maximus is a general out there. William Marchand. They're all get off my lawn aficionados, man. Sorry.
Nah, you good. See, and look, we'll break down that game a little later this week. We'll do our weekly show. But I want to ask you, man, the way they look today against Philadelphia, which is a phenomenal team. You know what I mean? But this KC team only put up 17 points. You know what I mean? This is not the same offense. They have a phenomenal defense. You know what I mean? They sacked Jalen Hurts 5 times. They picked him. Jalen Hurts had no touchdown, didn't throw any touchdowns. Now he ran for 2, but he didn't throw for 1. You know what I mean? And they have a feisty defense, dog. Like feisty. Chris Jones, 2 sacks. Trent McDuffie, their corner out of Washington, the guy we talked a lot about, bro, 2 sacks himself. Like George Karlaftis, Purdue guy, 1 sack.
Furious George.
Bro, they are a phenomenal defense. And then Drew Tranquil is playing really good for them at linebacker, guy that we were talking about bringing in. Willie Gay, Leo Chanel, another guy we talked about. That defense is for real, man. Like, how do you feel going into this game Sunday, with all the odds once again stacked up against a mad team coming off an L to the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be a tougher test for Aiden O'Connell than the Miami Dolphins, because it's a different kind of pressure. With the Miami Dolphins, it's visceral pressure. It's pressure from outside in the secondary. They have a much better secondary than the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs in the middle of that defense are stout.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an issue for Josh to run the ball. So now, once again, we're going to have to turn to Aiden O'Connell and hope that he can take a step forward and be a better player than he was last week and kind of make us non-one dimensional. We're in a situation where we're one of the easiest teams to plan for.
My bad, bro. I look like Al from Blood In, Blood Out, bro.
Oh no! Shout out to the movie Blood In.
Bro, he does. Bro. Give me the chocha.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. What not the chocha. What was he saying?
Yeah, I thought he said, "Don't give me the chocha." I thought I could.
No, it was give me. God damn it! What was he saying? Yo, in the chat, what was he saying in Blood In, Blood Out when he was trying to smack him up?
We butchered this shit, but I believe that's what he said though, bro. Give me the chom chom.
Give me the chom chom. You want the chom chom?
Give me the
chom chom, bro.
Salute to 209. What's good, Docs and Wasted? Good stuff like always. The way our defense is playing, we can definitely go heads and potentially pull off a victory, especially at home, Aaron. Factory, my brother. Shut up, Wasted.
Oh my God, what is going on right now? Now I can't unsee Brian Hoyer asking ain't no kind of
I thought you were going to say something else. I just dodged the bullet.
yeah, right.
Nah, but that shit is. Give me the chon chon. I didn't see your super, bro. Hold on, real quick, man. Let me see. Our brother Q said he sent us a super. I did not see it. Let me see.
Not the chon chon, man. Jeez.
Chon chon. Give me the chon chon.
Yo, you know what? Shout out to Purdue. Purdue has been producing some damn good players in the last few years, man. Shout out to Stu Kachu himself, the great Stuart Schwieger.
Got it.
With Jalen Richard. Jalen Richard is training, trying to get back into the National Football League. He is a guy that we have reached out to.
I texted him the other day. He hasn't responded. And usually he'll respond to me like in like 24 hours. But it's been like a week. So Jalen is off the grid right now. I think he's out there in Memphis. I believe he just bought a home in Memphis, and he's out there training, man, trying to get right, trying to see if he can extend his career, man. So salute to Jalen Richard. But none of these guys have any ties to him. You know what I mean? So I just don't see them, going out and getting a third down back like Jalen Richard. I don't, me personally, I don't see it. So let me see. Fuck Purdue. This is facts, Lumpy. And I say that straight to Stu.
Yeah, the spoiler makers.
Yeah.
They always used to fuck our seasons up in the 90s.
Overall, man, before we get out of here, man, overall, how do you assess that game, man? And how do we move on and keep this positive energy and potentially turn this next one into a dub?
Man, look, we got to put a pin in that because we got to see how they respond. That's the one thing we haven't seen is how they respond after a loss. They said all the right things, but we've been watching this team say all the right things for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
We got to see how this team responds, and we got to see mostly how some of the guys who we're depending on, who were never supposed to be in this role, like Aiden O'Connell, respond to losing. How do they respond to that? How does Josh Jacobs respond to that? How does JT Douglas find pictures and change them so fast? These are two things that I've been just really, really searching for. But to be real with you, I think that this win shows this defense that they are for real and they can play with anybody. And it gives everybody on that defense a lot of confidence. And I think that's great because we got to ride that defense to every win we get.
And it also takes pressure off the offense. It's like, okay, these guys are for real. Now let's go out there and do our job. You know what I mean? So hopefully, man, they can hold up, keep Aiden, clean come Sunday, because it's going to be a tough task against this phenomenal defense that the Kansas City Chiefs put together, man. Salute to JT. Yeah, just a little rear view. Salute to JT, man. Other than that, brother, you got anything for us, man? We want to talk about a few things on the way out. What we got going on? I know I put out a tweet earlier and, let the nation know that we love doing these live shows, right? We love, this is what we do. This is the shows that we love doing and being able to talk to the nation. But we want to do some new things also as well soon, right? And we kind of want to get everybody's, opinion on it a little soon. We're going to start working on the quality. We're going to add some better quality, you guys. We're going to add presentation. We love doing this shit, but like me and Wasted are very, very, if you guys can hear our conversations, we're always trying to
refine the product. Like, bro, you guys got to understand something. There are some who view themselves in a certain light, right? But for us, you know what I mean? We see a bigger vision for what we're trying to do here on YouTube. And I'm gonna give you guys a little peek behind the curtain here a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like we really are trying to turn this into something that the nation can watch, like the entire nation can watch. Yeah. We want to take this platform beyond YouTube at one point. I'm being honest.
And we're getting closer to being able to do that. And one thing we're never going to do is get away from y'all. We'll always make sure that we always continue to do what we do. But we want it to look better. We want it to come off better. We want other people and other eyes outside of just our audience to look at us. Pat McAfee is the measurement stick. And if you look at his presentation, how his setup is, just in the near future, you guys, we're going to be working on it. It's expensive. We're trying to put everything in motion to get this thing where we have multiple angles and everything looks completely just clean as a whistle. You know what I'm saying? So we're working on it. And we want you guys to know you're going to start seeing some different things here in the near future. We're going to get through the season. We're going to do, everything that we've been doing, but in the off season, we're going to spend some time trying to really refine this because we're starting to get new opportunities and a lot of other eyes are getting on us. And we want to make sure that we make an impression on.
We want to put our best foot forward at all times. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when it comes to, like the community that we have here, we feel like, the way that you guys support us and will continue to, like, actually, we feel like we owe that to you guys. So we're going to do the best we can to try to make this into something that one day I want you guys to say, we remember when.
Yep.
That's what I want, man.
Yep. So just know, you guys, behind the scenes, we're working on a few things. The look, the sound, everything. We're working on some dope stuff, man. We're always working around the clock trying to figure out ways to better this thing. Salute to DeMarcus Webb on a $5 donation, my brother. I appreciate you. Salute to
Tretch with the Raider hat.
Fire. We needed a William Perry type to back up JJ. He said that big body, GA.
That's way too big. That's way too damn big right there. Not the fridge.
Salute to Lord Buddy Bear, our guy. In case I don't see y'all, happy Black Friday, man. Salute to our guy, Lord Buddy Bear. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Salute to JT once again. Lunch pail, baby. Blue collar. Talk that blue collar shit, JT. And salute to Pineapple, our guy, man. Great show, guys. We appreciate you, brother. Other than that, we're back at practice tomorrow, you guys. So there's gonna be more to talk about. Yes, and Lord Buddy Bear, Planet Raiders. We're trying to secure some fundage now to turn that into the Bleacher Report of Raider Nation. Okay, just understand that. It just takes time. There's only 3 or 4 of us. We only have a few riders because we're doing everything. You know what I mean? So understand we're working on that as well. So that is one major key to what we got going on as Planet Raiders. That's something that we want to be the biggest thing in the world. So stay tuned for that, man. Stay tuned for that. Y'all doing a hell of a job. You guys are the GOATs. Thank you, Big Surge. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Let me see Graphk wasted, of course, the chat. Feel blessed to going to this game on Sunday. Have fun, old school. Let me see. He said, just don't do long ass commercials. Hey, man, you gotta pay the bill somehow, King. Gotta pay the bill somehow, King. Let me see. You know what I mean?
You might see me doing the Running Man with Dollar Shave Club boxes. Hey, I don't know what the hell go.
When you got YouTube taking 30, yeah, for real. When you got YouTube taking 30% of what you make, man, you gotta run it up a little bit. Salute to James Moore. Appreciate you, brother. Y'all are really a part of my life, no cap. Appreciate you, Barrio. Thank you for letting us in the way you guys did, man, for real. And listen, if you guys have to go mainstream this a little bit, I'm with you because I know who y'all really are. And look, if we do that, brother, understand this. We bringing y'all with us. Period. Like, period. It's there's no us without y'all. Y'all coming with us. And we got some things in motion, and we really we I'm not going to go into detail, but we had a phone call that really woke our game up. Let's just say that. We had a mean phone call from an establishment that is very well respected in Las Vegas. Very well respected. And we were like, wow, like shit, you know what? It's time to take this shit to the next level.
They're going to be unceremoniously blocked. F them. Nah, shout out to them, yo.
Definitely. But other than that, man, salute to you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. If not with a coffee and convo, I'll do a midday matinee or something. I got a gym session in the morning. I got to work with my son on his routes. He's been taking this shit to the next level as of late. I got to be that football dad as well. You know what I mean? So, and get everything ready for Thanksgiving also. But other than that, man, we love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you once again for pulling up on us tonight. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button on the way out. And big bro, you got anything to say on the way out?
Hey, man, y'all have a good night. Peace. See you tomorrow.
Other than that, content. Love y'all, man. We out. Peace.
That's what I'm talking about.